Over here?
Yes, I have a question, and I'm wondering, you talked about meeting in the middle, compromising, finding a spot where we can agree, and we all know how polarized things are. Here, locally, Wisconsin, the nation, it's almost impossible to have a conversation that's not either misinterpreted because of the bias on the other side, both, I guess I would say both ways. And then you talk about that we all should do that, but I didn't see that done with the budget repair bill. It looked like the Republicans, if you had any conversation or input to the budget repair bill, I don't know if you were allowed to have any discussion.
Absolutely.
Your group, but there surely didn't seem to be much between in the legislature as a whole, between the two parties. There just didn't seem to be any discussion. The governor said it's my way or the highway, and all of the Republicans but one were in lockstep, including you. So what are the parts, the little bits out of that bill that you didn't really like, that you wouldn't have put in there? I'm curious, because I find so much of it just cold, and surely we all need to tighten our belts, but you know, I don't know how you feel about Grothman's comments about people who went to Washington or to Madison being slobs.
Well,
that's just
when Grothman makes a comment, you got to take it
worse.
with a grain of salt, because he has a tendency to do that.
I see the video of him getting cornered though and getting shut down because it was F you, F you, F you, and then there was no police around, and then all of a sudden they realized it would be a bad media moment for somebody to actually lay a hand on him, and then it was peace. But the stuff that he went through at that point was so outrageous. That's the polarizing thing. And I noticed your button, and I'm assuming that you're probably down there as well. And there was the people in the crowd, and nobody condemned the behavior, the bad behavior of those people. So I can understand Glenn Grothman's being a little frustrated, in the situation.
Yeah, surely frustration was at the height, and for 100,000 plus people to be there with passions as high as they were, for there to be almost no incidents.
I thought it went very well.
It was amazing, and I was down there, and those people, a woman going through with a walker, wheelchairs, a lady walked it with one leg, another woman had a sign that said, "Without Badger care, my baby and I would be dead." These aren't people, these aren't slobs, and they're taking time out of their lives. Many of them, including me, going to
but a sign, even a sign like that, it's not nice.
Well, Badger Care they're affected. These people at the bottom are affected. Now, I sympathize. I feel badly for people.
What makes you think that anybody in the state of Wisconsin would want to eliminate Badger Care and kill her baby?
Well,
that sign alone incites people. And a lot of those signs were there to incite people. I agree, it went very, I mean, I was there. People all talk about what happened in Madison. I was there the whole doggone time, so I can tell you what happened in Madison. I walked through the protesters every morning when I went in my office, and I walked through them when I went at night, and we weren't supposed to, but I did. It's my territory too, and that's my walkway, and I get to walk there, and I didn't get bothered. I got a few looks and stuff like that. I thought it went very well. Whether we agree, I guess I don't like the idea of polarizing our country and separating our country. Signs like that do that. There's signs on both sides that do that. I've been accused of, not, hating this and hating that. It couldn't be farther from the truth.
Well, I guess I'm just trying to, I used it as an example of these weren't people that, as one side tried to present them as being bussed in from Indiana or, not from any place but Madison, Milwaukee. Thousands of people were there from all over Wisconsin.
Absolutely.
Who didn't probably have the money to go there for the gas, but they did. And here, locally, I know a man I'm very concerned about. I really think he's close to dangerous mental health territory. And he's worked his whole life. He's a veteran. He's still working. He can't afford the gas to go to the job, but he needs the job to eat. We're going to lose people like that by cutting. I didn't say eliminate Badger Care. if he loses senior care.
The responsibility of our, of the state, the responsibility of government overall is to create a safety net to protect our most vulnerable citizens, the truly needy, the people that really need to be protected because of no reason of their own, no cause of their own, whether it be an accident or they were born with a problem or whatever. That is our responsibility. When you create these programs for the truly needy and the people that really have to have this help, then they grow and they get abused, and all of a sudden you get everybody getting on board. And Badger Care has grown into a large, massive program, and you've got 25-year-old young bucks that have a job that are making 200% of the poverty wage, and no wife, no children, no nothing, and they can get Badger Care so that now they can go out and buy a new 4-wheel drive truck. That's where it's gotten to. That program is intended to protect families with children that are in the poverty level, and it's expanded beyond that. Now, if we run out of money, guess who's going to get hurt the most? The family with the children. I want to make sure that that safety net is there for the truly needy. Now, I get plenty of people coming to me and wanting more, and the government's got to take care of me. Many of these people are there in their situation because of choices they've made in their life. Now, if you make, every time you, and I talked to a group of students yesterday, and I put it right on, I says, from this day on, you're going to be making choices about how your life is going to turn out. Now, you get to be 60, 70 years old and you don't have a penny to your name. You got there. Unless it was beyond your control, you got there by your choices.
And we know that much of it is beyond.
If it is, then it's the government's responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
But it was within their control. You know, and I told these kids, I said, he can tell you what I drive for a car. It's got 250,075 miles on it right now. I haven't had a new car since 1972. I still take crates apart and straighten the nails and put them in a bin just like my dad used to do. Those are choices I've made all my life. I've put money away for my retirement for 40 plus years. I don't live extravagant. That's my choices. But then I get people that come up to me and tell me, I had a lady the other day come up, I'm 60 years old, and if you take any money out of my paycheck, I won't be able to make my next house payment, and I've been in a union for 40 years, and I make 11-something an hour, and I'm listening to all these things, and I'm like, I'm 2 years younger than she is. I've made a good living. I've never worked a 40-hour work week. I've worked 60, 70, 80 hours a week all my life. That was my choice. Is it wrong? Is it right? No, but that was my choice. And I got to where I am because of the choices I made. She got to where she is because of the choices she made. And now she's saying, I'm 60 years old and I don't have anything. I want yours. Wait a minute. You made the choice to get there, not me. Why do I have to pay for her now?
I don't want to take everybody's time, but...
No, but if it was beyond her control, fine. I'm there to help. I've given more money to charity than probably a lot of people because I've been very fortunate. And I will do it to the day I die. I don't want to pay for somebody else's bad choices. And nobody else should, and the taxpayers shouldn't have to either.
Well, the taxpayers are some of the people who've been victimized by things like their job is gone because the government made it lucrative for companies to relocate overseas. So there aren't factories anymore. We don't have jobs. So.
I've changed careers 3 times in my life.
Right.
That was a choice.
Right.
You know, in real estate, when my RV business went down the toilet.
But we all know how many factories are left, and there are some people who just are not going to be business executives. Their role in life and what they would like to do is something like a factory job, which we don't have anymore.
That's their choice.
You have to go to China to do that.
Right. But that's their choice. And if that, you know, I've got children, most of my children, because I've told them, if you don't make bad choices, I'm not going to own you. But if somebody chooses to work a 40-hour-a-week job at a factory and make $15 an hour or whatever, and not work weekends and not work evenings, and that's their choice. They get to go fishing on the weekends, and I don't.
Unless the opportunity isn't there.
The day the opportunity is gone is the day I'll start.
But you got to create your own opportunity, and that's what I think he's saying.
The opportunity is gone.
Opportunity.
Why do you think people are coming across the Mexican border? Why do you think people are coming across the Mexican border to get into this country? Because there's no opportunity.
Well, no, because
Holy buckets.
they're already where we're going.